You ever been told that you have to choose a niche in order to be a successful business owner? You know, you hear people say the riches are in the niches and you have to choose a niche and niche down. So, if you've ever gotten that advice and you're like, okay, I've chosen a niche, but I chose the niche that everybody else has chosen too, like female entrepreneurs, for example. How do I set myself apart when everyone is fishing in the same pond, so to speak? So I got this question from someone who has been watching these mini trainings that I've been doing, and I said, like, what do you want to know? Like, what's the biggest um, thing that's holding you back from being successful in your business? And she's like, how can you be successful when everyone's fishing in the same pond? And I've heard this said so many different ways. Like the market is saturated. Web designers are a dime a dozen. So many different ways that I have heard people say that. So, niching that it's like, you think about it, it's like, oh, okay, I serve business owners. Well, let me niche down. Let me niche down to just a smaller, like that's the ocean, right? Let me niche down to a smaller, a lake, so to speak. And so my lake is female entrepreneurs. Well, let me niche down even more. I'm going to niche down to mompreneurs. So now, like, my pool's getting even smaller. Sorry, my analogies, like, my analogies are probably going to get mixed up and not make sense. But, and so you're like, okay, well, now I'm going to do mompreneurs who are health coaches, and you niche down even more. And the problem with that is that so is everybody else, right? So is everybody else. So what do you do instead? So it's like, yes, like we're all these, fishermen on the side of the pond with the same bait fishing for the same fish. How do you catch the fish, right? So the way that you do it is instead of marketing web design to female mom health coaches, so to speak, you get to know what their biggest pain points are. What is the biggest pain point of the female health coach, mom, entrepreneur, right? So you figure out what that is and you market the solution to that for her, saying the words that she would say to describe her life and give her the solution that's going to help her. So you can choose to work with whoever you want to work with. But if somebody's over here saying, I do web design for, mompreneurs who are health coaches, and someone over here is like, do you want to have more time with your family, get more leads, spend less time doing client consultations and back and forth with email and make more money in less time? Who are you going to pay more attention to? Where are you going to swim? Right? So it doesn't matter that everybody's fishing in the same pond. What matters is the bait that you use. And so, like, just choosing who you want to work with and then saying those things does not work, right? It doesn't set you apart from everybody else. What does work is understanding exactly how what you do solves a problem for your ideal client. And when it comes to web design, we solve a ton of problems for our ideal client. I was just talking to one of our brand new Web Designer Academy students, and she, like, when they join, we have them fill out an intake form. And I was like, tell me some of the things that you have done in the past that you're really proud of. And she was like, she didn't want to toot her own horn, but then she said, I have helped my client go from idea all the way to multi-million-dollar business because she was able to take their idea and translate it into a website that solved the problems and set up the systems and everything end to end that that client needed to be successful, to be able to scale to the point where they could sell millions of dollars of stuff. What a website does for a client is it breaks the time for money barrier. And I think that you guys as web designers do not realize how valuable what you do is and how powerful what you do is and how transformational it is for your clients. And so that is why I am like on a mission am on a mission to help web designers stop undercharging, stop over delivering, start seeing their value, start charging their value, start working with clients who appreciate their value. And the way that you do that is not by niching in the way that people traditionally tell you to niche, which is like, oh, what does she read? What is she, like, that stuff doesn't matter. It's like, what are her pain points and what's the opportunity for her on the other side? It doesn't matter who it is. And when you know that, then your bait is completely different than all the other people's bait who are fishing in the same pond as you. And it doesn't matter how big the pond is, right? You can stand apart. So I want to invite you, if this is resonating with you at all, we're going to be going a lot deeper on this topic at a free workshop that I'm doing all about pricing mindset. I want to invite you to save your seat for that. You can go to shannonmattern.com/pricing, grab your seat. We're doing it live, but there will be a replay, so it doesn't matter when you're watching this. You can get your hands on the replay of that training that we're doing and go even deeper into the concept of why you can and should charge more and how to think about the services that you offer and how to present them and everything. So Kim, you said you applied to the Web Designer Academy and never heard back. I think my niche will be the older crowd. Definitely apply again, Kim. Go to webdesigneracademy.com. If you didn't hear back, that means we didn't get your application. Something's wrong. We respond to every single application, whether or like if you're accepted and we take you to the next step or if you're not. So definitely go fill that out again so we can review and help you take the next step with us, which is if we approve your application, then we'll invite you to a free full-time income framework training. And definitely save your spot for the pricing webinar. The pricing webinar as well. That one you don't have to apply for or be accepted. That's just for any web designer who wants to work on raising their prices and charging more. Awesome. So yeah, definitely, and if you want to work with us, definitely just go to webdesigneracademy.com, fill out a quick 2-question, no obligation application. We'll review it, and if we think we can help you, if we think that we can help you be successful with our strategies, we'll invite you to a training to learn more about our framework and our program, and so that you have all the information that you need to make the best decision for you, whether working with us or is the right next step for you or not. I believe that it is. We have been helping our students get incredible, amazing results. And they're blowing my mind with how awesome they're doing, how much action they're taking, and how they're implementing a lot of the strategies that we've talked about here on these mini trainings. But definitely go ahead and sign up for the pricing workshop, shannonmattern.com/pricing. It's no pitch. It's just value all the way through. And so definitely sign up for that because, like I said, I am on a mission to help web designers charge more, because when you hold your value and you can communicate it well, your clients will see that value too. Like everyone's like, oh, but my clients can't afford it. It's like because you haven't done the work to help them understand the value. And it's not because there's anything wrong with you. It's just you don't know how. You don't know how, and that's what I'm here to teach you. So shannonmattern.com/pricing. And if you have a topic that you want me to cover in one of these free mini trainings, drop it in the comments. And if you were watching this on the replay, pop #replay in there so I can say hi and thank you for watching. And if you have any questions for me about your web design business, take this opportunity to leave me a comment on this video. Like, I would love to guide you and give you some advice. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.